Will the fourth stimulus check be big or will it be teeny tiny? This is actually a really good question, which is exactly what we're going to talk about and cover in this video, so let's get into it. But of course, before we do, if you haven't done so yet, or if you happen to be new here, make sure to give the subscribe button right down below the video a nice big push. Thank you, I truly appreciate you, and let's talk through this further. So two of the main questions that continue to float around out in the world right now include, will there be a fourth stimulus check? And the second question being, how much will the fourth stimulus check actually be? We're going to be covering the latter of those two questions in this video, so let's get into it a little bit further. But again, I need to preface this video by saying, as of right now, a fourth stimulus check is not included in the bill. Am I worried? Oh my gosh, am I worried? No, not even the slightest bit, and here's why. Nobody even knows what's going to be included in the bill quite yet. Nothing has actually been presented. So here's why I'm not worried. Because we should be getting all the details, all the proposals, and all of the different elements that are going to be included into the American Families Plan, probably starting this week. So yeah, I'm not worried about it one bit. Here's the deal. We have a really general and basic outline or framework of the American Families Plan. But trust me, it's going to be far more expansive than what we currently know as of right now. As of right now, there's just a handful of initiatives that are going to be included in that bill, and we know that there's going to be far, far, far more than that. There's a ton of different proposals on the table right now, and it's just a matter of seeing what's actually going to be included and how many other proposals are going to hit the table, probably starting this week, like I said, and that are actually going to be taken up and added into the American Families Plan. Now remember, they have roughly $6 trillion that they're focusing on for this next package. So it's going to include a ton of stuff. So that's why I'm not worried about it at all. And just one quick reminder, we do know that the second stimulus check, the $600 stimulus check from late last year, was actually added in literally just days before it was signed into law. So I am not worried about it one bit that it's not included quite yet. And in fact, I do actually expect them to add it in at some point once we start to see the framework of this next plan. So with that being said, let's actually talk about the question of the day, which is, will the fourth stimulus check be nice big and juicy, or will it be teeny tiny and just little scraps? Well, let's actually look at the evidence, right? If we don't have evidence, we can't really draw on anything. However, we want to look at the evidence that we have on the table right now and see what we can actually look at and feel like, okay, here's what we have the evidence to build an actual sturdy and actually like a reliable case to figure out how much will a fourth stimulus check actually be. So here's what we know. Basically, all of the people that have come out asking for a fourth stimulus check have been calling on a $2,000 stimulus check. We have not seen any other figures other than $2,000, which includes that letter that was written by those 53 House Democrats calling on the president to include a $2,000 fourth stimulus check into the American Families Plan. We have the 21 senators once again writing a letter and calling on a $2,000 stimulus check in the American Families Plan. We have the House Ways and Means Committee, again, calling on more stimulus checks in the American Families Plan. And of course, we have the Economic Securities Project calling on a fourth and even fifth stimulus check. So here's the thing. We can kind of put some parameters around this. Is the fourth stimulus check likely to be a nice big one, around $2,000, or is it likely to be anywhere around $600 like the second stimulus check? Here's the thing. The likelihood of it being $600 is probably very, very low. But rather, if I were to put some parameters around this and kind of put some brackets on stimulus check number 4, I would say anywhere between $1,200 and anywhere between up to $2,000. Here's the thing. I honestly don't think, with all the evidence that we have and everything that I've been watching, I honestly do not think it would be even a penny less than $1,200. But at the same time, I honestly don't think it'd be any more than $2,000. This is just based on everything that I'm seeing. I feel like this is kind of the bracket that we're looking at, is anywhere between $1,200 and $2,000 for a fourth stimulus check, provided they actually add it in there. Again, we'll have to continue watching everything very, very closely and see if/when they come out with a formal proposal and somebody says, we need a fourth stimulus check. here's something else that we need to keep in mind, and you better believe that everybody over in Washington is also watching this, and that is, last year, under the previous administration, they approved $1,800 worth of stimulus checks, right? $1,200 plus $600 equals $1,800. As of right now, President Biden only has a $1,400 stimulus check. Do you think he's maybe looking at that thinking, I kind of want to one-up the last administration? You probably think he probably wants to do that, as well as everybody else there across the House and the Senate who are thinking, hey, we need to establish a nice reputation for ourselves and send out some additional stimulus, additional money to everybody. What can we do to make ourselves remembered, make ourselves known? What can we do? Let's go big, bold, and fast, right? These are the words that everybody continues to say. We need to go big, bold, and fast. Well, they're certainly going big. I'm not sure how bold they're actually going, but they're certainly not going fast. Fast should be removed from that statement because they are not moving fast at all. It's more like big, maybe bold, and very slow is probably what their statement should be saying. So yeah, we will continue watching this, but yeah, like I said, $1,200 to $2,000 would be the brackets that I would put around this. Now, I want to talk about something else here. We have a question from somebody right here in the community by the name of Mark. Hey, Mark, thanks for your question. You know who you are because you just sent it to me a little while ago. Mark says, hey, Matt, can you address this question regarding stimulus? I recently had somebody respond to me in one of my questions or one of my posts saying that President Biden was out saying that there will not be a fourth stimulus check. Can you talk about this? Yeah. Well, good question, Mark. In fact, I continue to see a handful of these comments every single day on my videos. And here's my response to it. Please, show me the evidence. Show me the evidence. Please send me a link of the president saying there will not be a fourth stimulus check. Please, I'm waiting. Still waiting for that evidence. I have not seen evidence of the president coming out and directly saying there will not be a fourth stimulus check. I have not seen it. Could I have missed it? Yeah, of course, I could have missed it. But then, if the evidence is out there and you see an exact quote from the president saying that, please send it to me so that I can see it myself. I have not seen anything like that at all out of the president. So, for all the people saying that, I appreciate your comments, but again, please send me a link. I'd love to see it for myself and hear the president right out of his mouth say that. As to my knowledge, I have not seen it. Here's what I have seen, though. About a month ago, when was it? Maybe a month, what are we, July, June? Maybe like a month and a half ago now, probably. The press secretary, Jen Psaki, was out in regards to a question talking about a fourth stimulus check. A reporter asked, what about a fourth stimulus check? And she said it would be up to Congress to decide if a fourth stimulus check will be approved, as in those things are not free. Now, that is not an exact quote, but it's very, very close to what she said. So here's the thing. The president, honestly, if Congress sends the president a bill with everything that he wants in it, or pretty much close to it, in budget reconciliation, and it just so happens to include a fourth stimulus check, do you think he's going to look at it and say, no, this has everything I want, plus a fourth stimulus check. This is not what I ordered. Send it back. I'm not signing it. Not a chance. He's going to sign it. So here's the thing. If they send him a bill with a fourth stimulus check within it, you better believe he's going to sign the thing. So he is open to a fourth stimulus check. Also, Jen Psaki did say that the president is open to different options, right? She said that he's open to different options. So therefore, he or she did not directly say that they are 100% opposed to a fourth stimulus check. Again, maybe I missed it. But if I did, please send me a video. I would love to see either one of these people saying there is not a fourth stimulus check. We have not seen it. I haven't seen it. I don't believe any other YouTubers out here or any other guys talking about this have seen it, because I haven't seen any evidence of anything like this. But this is what we know as of right now. The president is open to it, and we know that a number of Democrats across the House, the Senate, the House Ways and Means Committee, the Economic Security Project, which we've talked about, they've outlined that a fourth and even fifth stimulus check would lift millions upon millions of people out of poverty this year. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty appetizing, right? Just to think, their reputation, like the reputation of everybody in power right now, could be that they lifted tens of millions of people out of poverty in a single year. I don't know. Sounds pretty tempting, right? Sounds pretty nice. So they're probably looking at all this stuff very, very closely. Anyway, hope this answers your question. But again, we will continue watching all this very, very closely. I'm excited for the day that somebody comes out and just, says, hey, fourth stimulus check, $2,000 or whatever they happen to say. But yeah, I would not be surprised one bit if they hammer down and say the next stimulus check is going to be $2,000. But I also think it's going to be very much focused on the lower income group. I don't think it's going to be quite as widespread as the last one. Or I should say the last 3 that we received. I think it's going to be much more focused on low income. That's just my opinion based on kind of what I'm seeing. So, hope that helps you out. Make sure to hit the subscribe button with a nice big push right down below. And go back and check out any of the other videos right here on the channel, as well as share this video or any others with your friends, family, and social media. Thanks again, everybody. You're awesome. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you again in the